I'm bored. So, I went back to Palworld. Which, in all honesty, I'm not too upset about. Because since I got in, the sun was already down. But it did mean that I was able to see one of the more ghostly... Not Pokemon, fuck, I'm calling them Pokemon. To see one of the ghostly Pokemon. And I was going to bit the shit out of it. And I was about to go throw a Pokeball at it. And it was gone. Well, I didn't have any Pokeballs in my inventory. So that was annoying. So I just went back and tried to build a new one with some more Pokeballs. But, okay, the workers, the pals I have just trotting about, all gone. Well, they went and just murdered the Pokemon. Oh, man. So, with the Wild One dead, I went to go get some more wood. Because I need wood. Because I need to build some stuff. But that's when the Syndicate attacked me at a Syndicate raid. The fate wasn't long. The pals murdered these people. And it was fucking fast. A while later, after the fate was done and all that bullshit, I found some wild Pokemon fighting. Just out in the wild, they were just fighting. And a lot of the lost footage that will never see the light of day because I lost it, I've used it to catch a couple Pokemon. And it's pretty effective. The two parties fight until one of them's pretty low and you just pop them with a Pokeball. It didn't work this time. But it works sometimes. I don't have any evidence of it working, but it works. So, yeah, and I also found out that the healing potion bullshit doesn't actually heal damage, it's all mental health shit. So I went on walking again, and I eventually found a Pikachu. Oh, sorry, a Sparkit. Can't call it Pikachu. I killed the first one because the poison dinosaur, toxic dino thing I had went a bit too far and killed it. And the second one died because I couldn't hold back. With the failure to get the sparky things, I went after this bush sheep with a berry thing on his back, and I went to catch it. I was waiting to throw the ball until it hit me with an attack, and I let go of the ball. But I got it. It was a miracle. I got the fucking sheep. Now after this outing, I realised I needed to reorganise my roster of who was working on my camp. See, the primary reason for me going out was I needed more workers to harvest wood and stone for me, because I fucking hate the wood and stone building thing. It is annoying as fuck. But yeah, I got a couple who could do it, so I slotted them in, and with a now unlimited source of wood and stone, I went to bed. Fun fact, the main character can teleport through walls. No, I can't lie, it's pretty fun watching these things work, you know, running around doing the jobs, not getting paid. But, you know, the only thing I have to do to keep them loyal to me is give them a bed, which I've done, and make a food pile thing, make sure it has food in it. Which would be a pain, unless I fully automated it ages ago. So yeah, these POW things just do whatever the fuck they want, and it's fine. I was trying I was trying to build up to the hot spring thing because I needed to level up the camp. And also, I think it does some bullshit. It helps the pals relax or something. I don't know. So, while the workers were working and building up my resource pit, I decided to reward myself with some nice exploring. And this is ribcage, a bit out from my camp. And I was like, you know what? Why not? Let's explore it. So I did. And there's nothing to it. It's fucking stupid waste of time. But with the disappointment out the way, I went to the beach. And I may have picked a fight with... I don't even know what the fuck this is. Is it a flying manta ray or something? So I beat the shit out of one and captured it and just sent the wolf to eat the other one. Because I got one and the other one was murdered, which is fine. I don't really see much of a use of these things, but whatever. Once the manta ray things were fucked up, I went for a walk along the beach. And I ran into some syndicate guys who are not intimidating at all after dealing with so many beasts. The beasts are kind of dangerous if you're not careful, but these syndicate dudes are just a fucking pushover. So I chased them away, and as I was doing that, I noticed these electric mouse things, the things that I wasn't able to catch earlier. So I just picked a fight with them, and while one was being eaten alive by the wolf, I was able to catch the other one. So it's win-lose, I don't know. Because this is the kind of pattern I'm realizing. If I release a fighter to help me out, they will kill all but one, and I will kill one of them or catch the other one. It's fine. So with that dealt with, I jumped on the back of my wolf and I went for a wee ride. Eventually we found a herd of these kind of boar things, and I went on the offensive. They looked cool. I hadn't caught one. I do kind of want to catch them all. Though I do feel that might be copyrighted. In the fight, I caught the first one, which was awesome. But in the time it took me to catch the first one, the wolf had killed the other two. I looked at the body and I did everything I could, and went on my way. And that's when I found a village. And no, these villages didn't look weird and wore purple, burgundy, brown clothes and a weird nose. No! They're humanish. And they have guns. It's kind of weird, but I had to look around and I found something of interest. A wandering merchant with a shop. I'm gonna be honest, nothing of interest was there. And that's mainly because everything they were selling I had already hunted and gathered. So I left and had a wee looky-loo and found another thing of interest. What the game calls a pal merchant, but what I prefer to call an animal trafficker. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I did buy an animal from them. Sue me. I don't have the money to be sued. But yeah, I bought this wee lightning thing, and yeah, it was kind of sus, but I went my way. So the good thing about this wee camp thing is that it has a waypoint, so I was able to just beam and blink and scoot to woo my way back to my base camp. It was fun, it was nice. And you know, once I got back I started working towards getting the hot spring again, because fuck, I need to level up. Nothing. I don't really see a reason for this. It doesn't really matter. But hey ho, away we go, am I right, bitches? So yeah, we're working towards it. But then I realised I need to get some power fluid, which I have no idea what that is. I just know I get it by beating the absolute shit out of the pals. And yeah, I collected some, but before I could finish and get everything for the hot tub, I got raided. So I was like, oh shit, I don't have any arrows. I should go get some ammo for my bow. And I quickly went to make some arrows. And I made the arrows, got back, got ready, gathered around my army, I mean workers. And they were pretty long distance away. So I just bought some things in the tech tree, and yeah, it took a while to get there, but that's not the point. The point is I forgot to pick up the arrows and I didn't realise because I'm fucking stupid. And it turns out pals can attack, and I had never seen this before and it was kind of weird. But ayo, two weird dragon things attacked me. I was able to catch one, but again a pattern emerged of I got one and the other was absolutely massacred by my employees, who I do not pay. And with that, the raid was over. Peace was dropped back to the camp, which I haven't named, but that ain't the point. I did end up putting the weird dragon thing into my roster, because it could do a lot of shit. And I mean a lot of shit. It had so many weird abilities it could use. It's so useful to have in. And with that, the victory of defeating these weird dragons and adding one to our team, I gave the workforce a bar. And after I slept, I also gave them a table. But after a bit more farming and grinding, I was able to get the hot spring. A whoop whoop, I guess. Now all I need to do to get the upgrade to the whole camp is to get a primitive furnace. And as a lot of things I need, oh, I have it. Well, I still need to find where to put it, so I just put it down and just let the workers deal with it. With that time, it was time for an upgrade. This is when I realised I hadn't picked up my arrows. So I picked them up, and with the new slot for the co-worker, I went to go find someone else to work for me. And I didn't know what to pick. I didn't know what to pick because of repetition, and it's a thing. But I picked someone eventually. And they fit the skills I needed, and the thing that I picked was the Sparky Mouse thing that I bought from the animal trafficker. Merchant, sorry. But about this time I realised I don't have access to the egg incubator. I gathered like 5 eggs at this point, a fire one, an earth one, and like 3 common ones. And it was fine. I was taking up a lot of space because these chests are tiny. But I really needed to free these up because, you know, more pals, more workers, more fodder for anything in the future. But that's an issue for later, because I had no idea where to get the purple tech points. After collecting this collectible that was across the river, I decided to just explore that section of the map. I started climbing up some cliff faces and exploring, and I found this elephant water pal thing. Now, I noticed these things in other places, but I never caught one. So I bet the shit out at one and caught him, and then sent out the toxic dino to deal with the other one while I wait for the chance thing to go 100, because I've been caught out in the past. But yes, I dealt with all that. We got a watery elephant thing, and that's when I realised this area is really cool. because I haven't seen these powers anywhere. Or anywhere I found them, they're quite a distance away from me. So, I found they were pretty gross and it was awesome. And I found this green monkey thing. And I wanted it because reasons. Ended up the toxic dino went overkill and murdered it in a couple hits. But that's fine. I explored a bit more and I actually found another one. And I caught this one because I didn't let the toxic dino fight it for me. But after I caught it, I noticed something. A brown lizard crawling in the forest. It turns out it was a boss monster. And I wanted it. So, I sent out the toxic dino. And I just started beating the shit out of it, wearing it down slowly but surely. But it was a tough fight. It straight up murdered the toxic dino. But I was still confident. The health bar was about 50%. And that was just with a toxic dino, who I think was one of my weaker ones. So I sent out my cat. It's very unremarkable, the cat doesn't do anything. But because of that, it should be easy to predict the loss of health. And it was. The health was taken down a good bit. And I was able to catch it. I caught the boss. And it only cost one of my fighters. So that's good, that's a win in my head, so I started heading back to base. And that's when I had to look at the inventory and realised when I bet this monster I got some of the purple tech points, the thing I need for the incubator. So I unlocked the incubator and that was great. Kinda. But at this point, the capture failed.